When we invited the CBN Governor, we are about to detain him. He said if he was detained, he will mention the beneficiaries of these monies. He is not alone enjoying this money.
The CBN Governor said
there is beneficiaries anywhere, both in the presidency and the house.
But did he say so? That he is going to mention names of people?
He said if he is arrested and detained, he will mention the people that is favoring on these issues.
Oh, thank you very much. I rest my case.
What I want you to understand, Honorable, forget with the issue, to take this issue to House. At last, what the House will do, they will do an ad hoc committee to say they will investigate. They will go and collect dollars and say that they investigate, there is nothing. They will hijack the investigation, and at last they will tell Nigerians they investigate, there is nothing. They will collect dollar underground. So forget.
Thank you.
I can see the chairman of the committee at that very day, the Victor Onwokolo, the chairman of the Banking and Currency Committee, a brother to Emepele. He came shaking that, telling me he is dancing on the floor of the house that, Honorable, your committee is suspended. Your committee is suspended.
He's dancing.
He is dancing. My committee is suspended.
Can we get video of this dance?
Go to your committee. Go to your office. CBN Governor send you a letter. He will not attend your invitation. He is dancing.
The chairman house committee.
He is happy dancing on the floor before the speaker because they all supported him.
The spokesperson of the Central Bank of Nigeria is here. Hello, good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Yes, my name now Ordinary Ahmed Isa. Me and you for all the day live on Human Rights Radio and Television. The name of the program now Brekete Family, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. I get Honorable Gudaji Kazaure for studio and about this stamp duty recovery committee and plenty allegations on Central Bank of Nigeria and the Central Bank Governor himself. What be una position about this matter?
Thank you. Thank you, Berekete. Ordinary President.
Yes, sir.
You know, we don't hear this thing. The one thing I could tell you, because the thing where I hear is 89 trillion stamp duty.
Accumulated, accrued.
Yes. And I even ask you, Ordinary Ahmed, what is the total asset for Nigerian banks?
I wouldn't know, sir.
That's about 60-something trillion. And if that is that, and somebody they talk say 50 kobo accumulate 89 trillion.
Considering our population in Nigeria
and give the chairman this paper, 171 billion accumulated in the accounts. Look at it.
Hold on, sir. He's talking.
Take it to him, chairman. This day publish it in 2020.
We are talking about total asset of Nigerian bank for the whole country. And then we are now saying that just stamp duty
accumulated.
Do the math yourself. And then come to a conclusion. Then the one way they talk about committee or no committee is Honorary Ahmed, we are professionals here. If there is any committee, that has nothing to do with us now. If they said the committee, their committee, maybe they do their work. And that has nothing to do with Central Bank. But what we are concerned is they're saying 80, and I'm saying that the total asset of Nigerian banks, how many be?
Okay, are you aware of the publication done by This Day newspaper of April 27, 2022 by 3:59 a.m. saying transaction on CBN's I&E window hit $171 billion. Are you aware of that? Because now part of the allegations where they for ground with this.
Make I tell you this one too. Because I hear this thing again. What is I&E Window? I&E Window is a platform where people trade in FX. It is not an account. So banks come there to trade. CBN comes in also, even as an observer. So we can either buy or we sell. It is a platform.
So when
we start hearing these humongous amounts and all that, you see, I think there's a little bit of misunderstanding on what I&E Window stands for. It's a platform for trading. It's like, as you talk so now, you say stock exchange. That stock exchange that is 1 trillion somewhere. So this stock, people come in there, buy, sell stock.
Are you aware of this 40-60 ratio sharing formula of stamp duties, 15 naira stamp duties?
You see, I think what we need to do here, is, because you see, issues around stamp duty, it has to do with...
Ask him 100 naira.
Okay, 100 naira.
That 40-60 ratio. Where is the 40 going?
Whatever the law says, it's not about CBN, it's not about anybody, it is about the law. If the law says this is what it is, that's what it is.
No, not in all situations.
What I'm saying in effect,
what is normal with the law might not be normal with morality.
Fine, and I'm saying that, you see, I think we need to understand first that central bank is a creation of the law. And that's why we say that CBN is an institution with statutory flavor. Our responsibility is to keep also the law. The law says this is what stamp duty or act or whatever is all about. That's what CBN does. We keep our books. And that's why sometimes when we start hearing these numbers being bandied, and we keep on saying, and then they will even bring CBN Governor's name into it. So what will happen now? Are you
aware of the committee?
Which of the committees?
The interministerial.
I heard about it. I've been seeing it in the papers. And that's why I said, if any committee, Central Bank of Nigeria, they set committee now.
Okay.
They have their committee and they invite CBN.
I am talking about the committee set up by the President and Commander-in-Chief to recover these monies.
That's what I'm saying. I think the issue of committees have been addressed by the presidency also.
My brother.
Yes, sir.
I will suggest you inform the central bank governor that I'm inviting him over to come and say his own side of the story. There are questions I'm going to ask you now. Allow me to finish what I'm about to say, please. Tell the central bank governor that the ordinary president is inviting him over to come and give answers to some questions that ordinarily you, in your capacity as the spokesperson, will not be in a position, or you will lack the capacity to give an answer to such questions.
Now, Ordinary Ahmed, I heard what you said.
Yes.
You've asked me certain questions now. Even though I didn't even know you were going to come. I was in a meeting. That's why 2 calls came. So I had to move out to pick it, because, we say that with the People's Central Bank. So I stepped out of that meeting.
Thank you for stepping out.
This call. And then you have asked me certain things on stamp duty. I even threw a question back, and I said, if the size of the stamp duty is bigger than the size of the total assets of the banking industry, is it possible?
This question is not for me.
Now,
see.
You asked about the platform here and e-window. I told you that thing is a platform. When you say stock exchange and people, they come there, you say that the total capitalization of stock exchange is 150 trillion. Does that mean that that capitalization means that there is an account for 100. People come in there.
Director,
we'll go deliver your message.
Director of Public Affairs.
Oga.
Please introduce yourself again so that Nigerians will know who you are, sir.
Ahmed, you don't introduce me now.
No, I beg, do I?
My name is Osita. One is
very important. Ask him.
Director of Corporate Communications, CBN.
Okay. Director of Corporate Communications, sir. I am giving Central Bank of Nigeria Tuesday to come and address. I will re-invite Honorable Gudaji Kazaure. That same, CBN will come on Tuesday. Say your own side of the story. You can go back and play back all the allegations on ground. Come with your answers. After Tuesday's appearance, we will now agree to fix a date. Honorable Gudaji Kazaure will be there. CBN Governor will be there. They face each other because this is something that borders on the integrity of Nigeria and the well-being of all Nigerians. Nobody is too big to answer questions that comes from Nigerians. So Tuesday next week, the central bank governor will be here to answer some of these, to give answers to some of these allegations that have been raised by Honorable Gudaji Kazaure, the secretary of the Recovery Committee set up by the Commander-in-Chief himself. After Tuesday's solo appearance as Central Bank of Nigeria, we will now agree on a date. Honorable Gudaji Kazaure will come with his documents. Central Bank will come with their documents for Nigerians to be better informed. Honorable Gudaji Kazaure have said his own. We will hear that of the Central Bank's governor's side. Then that very day, Nigerians will identify who is telling lies and who is saying the truth.
Ahmed, I hear what you talk. But I'm hope you are aware that the CBN governor is not even around at the moment.
He will come back. Even the president is coming back. All of them are coming back at the same time.
But I just told you, because I have the information.
I have the information that they have traveled.
Good.
And I'm monitoring their movement over there. And I'm telling you, they are coming back.
Has other engagements. As we speak now, is not.
Tell him that tell the CBN governor that I have given him Tuesday. If he's not going to be here physically, we can do Zoom with him. Technology has made life a lot easier. He is going to be live on Zoom. We can use vMix to do live interview with him, where he's going to answer to those questions wherever he is around the world.
It's not network. Why he keeps silent?
No, he's going to talk. He's going to talk. Tell
him I am hearing him.
Okay, Honorable Gudaji Kazaure is listening to you.
And I even wrote.
Finished.
Oh, you are finished.
There is some questions that I want before he left.
No, you are not going to ask. You are not going
no,
to.
Chairman, ask him.
No,
when I wrote it for you.
Please don't ask him any question again. The governor will be here.
Yes.
Either live here in the studio physically,
yes,
or wherever he is. On Tuesday, he is going to be live, unless the governor is hiding something.
Or he dodged.
Thank you very much.
No, Honorable Ahmed, the governor has no reason to hide anything.
I said unless. I did not conclude.
These things are public. This thing. Okay, let me ask you. Let me say this now. Let me say this. This is 12. This is 12. 12 after 12. In the U.S., this will be about 5 a.m. or 4 a.m.
Depending on the state.
That's what I'm saying. So So we need to understand this. Anyway, I've heard what you said, Honorable.
Gasa, relate my message to the governor. Thank you very much. Let's appreciate the spokesperson. Even if now 1 o'clock for night for dear, this is something that requires him talking to us. If he's a board chairman of the board of Central Bank, he is not the president and commander-in-chief. Even the president can be forced to come and address Nigerians. Talk more of a central bank governor. Please. I have exams. In fact, I am already missing some part of the exams, but I will go. Even if now 20 over 100 I get, this is more important than the exam. I can do carryover. It doesn't really matter.